Hi guys, it's Senay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film a full face of makeup that I am throwing out. Some of these products are honestly just old and need to be thrown in the bin past expiry date, like really bad. Some of these products also don't work for me and work for my skin, so they will be passed on to either family, friends, or donated if they can be sanitized. This video is also a collaboration with a really good friend, Crystal Conti, here on YouTube. She's not only a YouTube friend, she's actually just a really good friend in real life as well. So she's going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to leave her video linked down below, her channel. So make sure you go and subscribe to her, give her a thumbs up, say that I sent you. And yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So I'm actually going to start off with my eyebrows. As you can tell, I have not done them and they need to be filled in. I do have a couple of things here I kind of want to use today just because I don't really reach for these products and some of them I don't really like. The first one I've got is a Pro Brow Pencil. This one's in the color Ash Blonde. I believe it's by the brand Santi. I'm not sure. It's from Shop Me Say. It was only $1. I've also got a eyebrow gel mascara. It's very warm, like very orangey. That's the reason I don't really like this one. And I also do have this Ultra 3 eyebrow kit, and it's got like powder, wax, and little brushes inside. I just don't really reach for this, so I'm going to use this one today. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the eyebrow pencil just to give like a rough fill in of my brow. Just going to like brush through my eyebrows. I'm also using an external mic today, so I'm trying out a different mic again. So hopefully, you know, the sounds okay to you guys. So this eyebrow pencil isn't bad. I just don't really like thicker eyebrow pencils. I just find them really hard to work with. They're a little bit, you know, difficult to control, I guess. So I'll probably just pass this one on. And plus my eyebrow collection is just ridiculous also. Okay, so now that I've got my eyebrows roughly filled in with that eyebrow pencil, I'm going to take the Ultra 3 eyebrow kit and I'm going to just take my Benefit brush. I'm probably going to kind of like dip into these two powder shades here. And I'm just going to start like filling these in a little bit more and hopefully it'll stick to the pencil so it's a little bit more pigmented as well. So today I'm really going to try and make this makeup look good, but I can guarantee you it's definitely not going to. I reckon the eyebrows and the eyes are going to turn out all right. It's going to be more... So my dog is just barking really loudly, so please ignore that because I can't stop him. I really don't think the base makeup's going to turn out very nice just because I know how these products work and I've tried them multiple times and they just really don't work. You guys will probably laugh later. Like I just know it's not going to end that well. And this is also like no shade to like any companies. Like some of these brands, like I honestly love, it's just particular products that just honestly didn't work for me. But like some of the products work, but I really don't need some of these either, or I just don't reach for them. So I personally think today's not my day, you know, because as soon as I start filming, everyone's like mowing their lawn or just doing something outside. So this is going to be the first and last time in this video. I'm going to apologize if you hear background noise. I don't know if it's going to pick up on this mic because I've never used it, but the next door neighbors are, yeah, they're mowing their lawn and doing all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to continue because there's nothing I can do about it. So my eyebrows are looking very thick and in control at the moment. She's really thick and I'm going to move on with the brow gel. I will definitely clean them up with concealer, but like I said, that pencil and the powder, they're just very hard to control. That's why I don't really like using them, because the pencil's so thick and the powder's just not very pigmented, so I feel like I have to just keep layering and layering, and then it ends up falling actually all over my face because it just can't get it to stick there. Going in with eyebrow gel that is way too warm. If you do have red hair, I personally think you would like this. It's not a bad gel, it's just the color that doesn't really work for me because it really does hold the brows well. The next thing we're using is concealer, and I'm going to use this to clean up my eyebrows. I'm going to take the designer brand's Take Cover Mineral Concealer. I was honestly really excited to try this when I got it in PR, but it is just so thick and dry, like you need to work with it really, really quickly, otherwise it starts crumbling and falling off your face. No exaggeration, it actually does. I'm just going to take it on a brush. Okay, so I finally finished my eyebrows. This took so damn long, to be honest. This concealer's already doing my head in and I've barely used it. It's just so dry and heavy. I can feel it like right under my eyebrows, but I am going to continue using it and I'm going to use it on my eyelids as an eye base. I'm actually going to only do like a little bit at a time because it dries that damn quick. It's just so chunky. And it's not sticking very well. If you guys have used this concealer, let me know what you think of it. If you know how to make it work. For me, it doesn't work. To set that base in place, I'm going to take this Lottie London Ready Set Go Matte Translucent Finishing Powder. Not really a fan of this one. It does leave like a white cast as well. Just going to set that down. I took a little bit too much. That was my fault. Oh shit. Probably better off with a bigger brush to set, to be honest. So my eyeshadow palette of choice is the NYX The Go-To palette, and this one is in Wanderlust. So that's what the inside looks like. I really don't mind this side right here, but I just honestly don't reach for this palette. I feel like I spent a lot of money on it for not that good of quality. Like, it's not the worst palette I've ever used, but I don't go for it because I've got better palettes to reach for that are cheaper as well. I will probably pass this on to someone who wants it. I'm going to use this brown shade here, and by passing it on, I mean like I'm going to give it like to a friend or family member. I'm using a Jessup tapered blending brush for this step. I'm going to start blending this in the crease. I'm not going to do anything like too complicated today. So I found that the mattes in this palette were pretty decent, but there's only 2 matte shades and all the rest are shimmers. So I've kind of only got this brown and like the contour brown, and they're very, very similar, to be honest. Okay, so going back in with that palette, I'm using the same brush and I'm going to take the contour shade just to deepen it up a little bit. I know the colors aren't really like that much different, but I just want to create maybe more of like a gradient on the eye. I'm just chucking this on, to be honest. Like, the shadows are not that bad. The mattes are pretty good. It was the shimmers I was more disappointed with, but it's definitely not a product like I hate. I'm just going to take a flat brush. This is like one from the Anastasia palettes. I think I'm going to chuck on this bronzy shade here. It's not that crazy pigmented. It's kind of just falling off the eye a little bit. I'm also going to grab a bit of this gold. I'm going to try and put this on the inner corner. So I did a little bit of cleaning up. We're going to move on to liquid liner now. I've got this OXX eyeliner. I've had this again for ages. It's something that needs to be thrown out. It's from Kmart, and I didn't really like it that much. Like, it's all right, but you know, I've tried plenty of better eyeliners. I find these eyeliners really hard to control, especially because this wand is huge. Like, I prefer it to be like maybe half of the size. For mascara, I'm going to take the designer brand's Beyond Amplifying Curling Volumizing Mascara. This one's in the color Black Brown. I don't typically really use black brown mascaras. I always use black. This one stabs the shit out of my eye. It's like so spiky. You probably can't even tell in the camera. It reminds me of the Benefit Roller Lash wand, but like spikier. So it actually like stabs me if you're not like careful. But honestly, this mascara just does nothing for me. It just kind of like wets them and makes them kind of droop down. So that's why I want to get rid of it. I'm going to put on lashes. I'm going to go find the lashes I am definitely getting rid of. I'm pretty sure they're like really hard plasticky ones, so I'm going to grab those, and yeah, we'll see what that looks like. So the lashes I've had sitting in my drawers probably for years, to be honest, are these ones here. They're like in a plastic packaging. I think I might have bought them from Daiso years ago. You know, back in the day I used to use really cheapy eyelashes just because, I don't know, I didn't know any different. I thought they looked really good, but obviously in photos you can really tell when they're very plasticky and very shiny. Okay, so I've got my little lashes on. They actually look pretty cute, to be honest. They don't look as bad as what I thought they would look like. The only thing is they are pretty uncomfortable. Like I can really feel them like poking on the outer and inner corner, and I did trim them as well. I feel like this one's not sitting up as like high either. This one's kind of like up and this one's kind of like down. So I tried to curl them. They're not like soft, they're very hard and plasticky. Okay, so zooming you guys out, I'm going to start working on the face makeup. This is where I think the makeup's going to take like a really big turn, I guess. Like I don't think I'm going to be able to make it work. I don't think it's really in my control. For primer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. So I have had this for a very, very long time. It also does say that it has a 12-month use by date on it, and I've definitely had it longer than a year, so it's definitely off. But also I just find that this primer does nothing for me at all. Never kept me matte. It's just very like slippery. I feel like the foundation used to come off, but it's time to throw this one in the bin as well. Hopefully I don't break out after using this, but you know, do it for the tube, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, it feels nice. I'm going to give my face a little spray with the Maybelline Master Fix spray. I don't know if this really does what, you know, it's meant to do, like to prolong your makeup, but the reason I don't like it and I do want to throw it away is the smell of it is just weird. Like, it's a weird smell, it's not pleasant. I was honestly just using it to spray into my beauty blenders to dampen them so I wasn't wasting it, but it's almost finished as well, and it just stinks. Like, oh, it smells so weird. Okay, so it does feel refreshing, obviously, but it smells like someone sneezed in your face. I don't know how to describe it, but that's what it smells like. It smells like someone took a big sneeze in my face. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to take my Rimmel Fresher Skin Breathable Natural Finish Foundation. This one's in the color 303 True Nude. So it's obviously a darker color because I fake tan. That's why I did buy it in this color. I've only used this a couple of times, and I guarantee you this is probably, you know, not in the best condition because I've had it for quite a while. I am going to mix it through. So if the foundation has separated, which most likely it has, looking at it, I'm just going to mix it kind of back together. I'm just going to take a nice flat brush. This one's a Morphe E54 brush. I'm going to work in small sections to see if that makes a difference, to see if we can get it to look all right. And this foundation is meant to be like a natural finish foundation. It's not looking too bad at the moment. I can't remember, like, in my first impressions video if I used a brush or like a sponge. I feel like I used a sponge. I'll just try out the sponge real quick, but recently I've been enjoying, you know, brushes. Okay, not a fan with the sponge. I can now see like it is patchy. So it is kind of like a weird foundation to work with. It's very hit and miss. You can still go very patchy on the skin, and I did work with it quite quickly in small sections. Okay, so we've got the foundation on. You can tell it's very shiny on my skin. I'm not sure why, but honestly it does not look as bad as what it did when I did my review video. I even tried it like a few times after that review video and it still was very patchy. It doesn't look as patchy as what it does in that video. I definitely think concealer is going to be a problem today, so I'm going to take the same concealer as I was using before. This one's in the color 769 Beige. I'm going to do one eye at a time because I know that this dries like no tomorrow, and I'm actually going to blend it out with a brush. definitely not as stark like white now that I'm putting it on. It's probably mixing in with the foundation a bit. I'll put some around the nose. So this is a close-up of what my skin is looking like. You can definitely see the patchiness around here, and under my eyes is very creasy there. To set underneath my eyes, I'm going to take that Lottie London powder again. I'm just going to take my sponge. I'm just going to set my smile lines as well. Just kind of everywhere, to be honest, because I don't even know what I'm doing. So I am going to brush this off pretty much straight away, but the face powder I'm going to use today is this Love face powder, and this is from Kmart, and it doesn't say what color it's in, to be honest. It probably is in medium or something. It's just the color I don't really like, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. And I'm going to brush off all that excess powder while I'm doing this. So for some bronzer and blush and highlighter, I've got this Ulta 3 strobing kit. I don't think this is like a bad product at all. I just don't reach for it, so I will be passing it along to someone who will use it and appreciate it more. So these two are cream products. They are covered. I've never touched them, so I'm just going to leave that covered, and I'm only going to use the powder products today. So I'm going to start off with the bronzer. I honestly thought my face was going to look much worse than this, to be honest. And for blush, I'm actually going to mix these two shades here, just with the same brush. By the way, this is just a Morphe E3 brush. And for highlighter, I'm going to take this one here. I might actually just give my brush a little bit of a spritz. I'm going to put some of that highlighter just on my inner corner. It actually is very pretty. I totally forgot to do a little bit of contouring, so I'm just going to take the contour shade out of this NYX palette and just the Talia Jade brush. We're picking up where we left, off and on again. We never quite could. I'm using that Lottie London powder again. I'm just going to do a little cleanup here. So while I let that bake just sit on my face, I'm going to go back in with the NYX palette and just use the brown shades on the lower lash line. I'll just dust this off before I put on mascara. I just don't want it to like leave too much of a white cast on my face. I'm also going to use a gel liner just for the waterline. This is a BYS Black Magic eyeliner. I've had this for way too long. I don't even know if this still will be creamy. It's just been sitting in my drawer. Oh, she's still creamy. I remember that this was not that pigmented and it transferred a lot. So that's why it's kind of just been sitting in my drawer doing nothing. But, oh, I don't know. I'm a bit of a hoarder with makeup, so I need to actually throw, you know, the old stuff out. And for my lipstick, I'm going to take the Australis Velour Lips Matte Lip Cream. This one is in the color Rio D. Again, a very old product. I've had this for at least 4 years, maybe longer. I'm not completely sure. It still smells like amazing though, like, it smells good. Okay, so I got this lip color on. I kind of forgot how neon it is, and because this foundation oxidized so damn dark and I didn't really have like a lightening concealer, like you can see how dark my under eyes look, I just look like fluoro lips. That's about it. But yeah, like I don't hate all these products. Like there's just some products that don't really work for me, or my opinions changed over the years. Like in terms of the Velour liquid lip, it's just not something I use anymore. That's why I'm getting rid of it. I definitely thought it was going to turn out worse, especially like the face makeup. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I tried, and it was good to get like one last use out of these makeup products as well. I'm also going to finish off with setting spray, the one that smells like a sneeze. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me if you did enjoy it. Let me know down below if you want to see more like this. I definitely have more products that should be decluttered just simply because they're old or just products I don't really like. I need to go through my drawers again. I'm also thinking about filming a decluttering video, so doing like eyeshadow palettes, then concealers, you know, all that kind of stuff. So as I declutter and film that, I probably will put those products to the side to use them for, you know, videos like this, I guess. Also, before you go, don't forget to check out Crystal's channel. I'm sure you guys know who she is, especially if you're here on my channel. We've done a few videos together, so make sure you go check her out. Videos down below, channels down below. Give her a thumbs up, subscribe to her channel. But anyway, I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye.